delivering quality education, expanding access to learning. The official TV-based instruction of Tagum City. This is Tagum City Division's DepEd TV. Tara na!
Hello there, my amazing science thinkers! This is Teacher Sari from F. De La Cruz P. Sagon Elementary School, and today I am your Science 6 teacher. Today I feel great because of two things. First, because I am excited to present another wonderful science lesson. And second, because I am going to share this lesson with you. So, are you ready to learn new things? Great! Now, I want you to steady your feet, eyes on your screen, and let me take you to another journey full of fun-filled discovery and learning. This is Sayan Saya, only here at Sudong Union TV. As we start, remember to set your pen and paper in place just near your reach. Today, we're going to learn about motions of the Earth. Specifically, you will learn to, number 1, identify the two motions of the Earth, namely rotation and revolution. Number 2, give the meaning of rotation and revolution of the Earth. And number 3, differentiate rotation and revolution of the Earth through illustrations. This lesson is anchored on Science 6, Quarter 4, Most Essential Learning Competency. Did you know that each second of the day the Earth moves? You heard it right, kids! Our planet Earth is continuously moving non-stop day by day. Since the beginning of creation, the Earth never stopped moving. Interesting, isn't it? But you might also be wondering, what are the movements of the Earth? And how does the Earth move? Well, we shall seek and discover the answer to these questions as we move forward in our topic. But before we delve deeper in this topic, let us have first a key to understand words which we will encounter in this lesson. Motion. Motion means to move, or it is about movements. Axis. Axis is an invisible line about which an object rotates or spins. Tilt. Tilt means to incline. Orbit. Orbit is a curved path. It is a way something goes around an object in space. Elliptical. Elliptical means ellipse or oval shape. Counterclockwise. Counterclockwise means a direction opposite to that in which the hands of a clock rotate or as viewed from in front. Earth has two different motions, namely rotation and revolution. For us to learn more about rotation and revolution, let's take a look at these video illustrations as we visualize how the Earth rotates and how it revolves. Rotation is the movement of the Earth on its own axis. The direction of its rotation is from west to east or counterclockwise. The Earth is spinning on its own axis, which is an invisible line, at a regular and steady rate once every 24 hours or 1 day to make a complete rotation. There are about 12 hours daytime and 12 hours of nighttime, which make one whole day. Revolution is the movement of the Earth around the Sun. The Earth revolves around the Sun in a counterclockwise direction. It takes the Earth a year or 365 and one-fourth days to complete its one revolution around the Sun. The Gregorian calendar that we presently use presents 365 days. So, to compensate for the excess time the calendar aligned with the revolution of the Earth, a leap year is used every 4 years. A leap year adds 1 day to the end of February. That is why February 29th only occurs every 4 years. Now that you know what is rotation and revolution, let's take a look at both their similarities and differences by analyzing each illustration. Identify whether the illustration is an effect of Earth's rotation or revolution.
This Earth motion causes day and night. You got it right, kids. It's rotation.
The path of the Earth moving around the Sun is called orbit. Nice going, kids! This illustration shows revolution of the Earth. Earth moves 24 hours on its axis. You are absolutely correct. It's rotation. Earth moves 365 and one-fourth days around the Sun. You are amazing, kids. It's revolution. Now that you have learned about rotation and revolution of the Earth, this time it is now time to apply your knowledge of this topic. I want you to get your pen and paper and let's do this activity. Directions. Supply the correct word or words to make each statement complete. Choose the correct answer inside the parentheses. You are given 5 seconds to answer each statement. Number 1. The Earth tilts on its axis at an angle of 22.5 degrees, 23.5 degrees. If you answered 23.5 degrees, then you are correct. Number 2. The swirling, spinning of Earth on its axis causes day and night. If you answered spinning, then you are correct. Number 3. The length of the day and night varies on the tilt of the Earth on its axis, shape of the orbit. If you answered tilt of the Earth on its axis, then you are right again. Number 4. The orbit followed by Earth as it moves around the Sun is spherical, elliptical. If you answered elliptical, then you are right again. Number 5. Earth continues to rotate to this day and will continue rotating throughout its planetary life, or until the end of time. If you answered continue rotating throughout its planetary life, then you are absolutely correct. Did you get a perfect score? Splendid job, kids! This time, let's have another activity. I want you to get again your pen and paper and let's get rolling. Activity 2. Directions. Identify the similarities and differences between rotation and revolution using the Venn diagram. Pick out the phrases from the box and put it on the right place. You have 60 seconds to fill in the diagram correctly. On the left side of the diagram, under rotation, you answered day and night. Earth spins on its own axis and 24 hours. On the right side of the diagram, under revolution, the answers are Earth revolves 365 and 1/4 days. Earth orbits the Sun, and leap year. On the center of the diagram, these are the similarities between rotation and revolution. 1. It measures the time and day on Earth, and motions involve the Sun. Kids, have you filled in the diagrams correctly? Stunning brilliance, kids! I believe that you have already gained enough understanding of our topic today. It is now time to sum up all the important points in this lesson. These are the sterling concepts that you must remember from our topic today. Rotation is the continuous movement of the Earth on its own axis in a counterclockwise direction, and it takes 24 hours or 1 day to make one round spin. Revolution is the movement of the Earth around the Sun. It takes 365 and 1/4 days for the Earth to make one complete revolution. The Earth rotates on its own axis and at the same time revolves around the Sun. Congratulations, kids, for reaching this far. It is now time to reap the fruits of your journey. I want you to get, again, your pen and paper, and let's answer this assessment. Directions. Read the questions carefully. Write the letter of the correct answer on your paper. You are given 5 seconds to answer each question. Number 1. What causes day and night? Letter A. Tilting of Earth's axis. Letter B. Revolution of the moon. Letter C. Rotation of Earth on its axis. Letter D. Revolution of Earth around the Sun. The correct answer is letter C, revolution of Earth on its axis. Number 2. How long does it take for the Earth to make one rotation on its axis? Letter A, 1 day. Letter B, 1 week. Letter C, 1 month. Letter D, 1 year. The correct answer is letter A, 1 day. Number 3. How long does it take the Earth to orbit the Sun? Letter A, 1 day. Letter B, half a year. Letter C, about 365 and 1/4 days. Letter D, quarter of a year. The correct answer is letter C, about 365 and 1/4 days. Number 4. The length of the day and night varies on the blank of the Earth. Letter A, orbit. Letter B, rotation. Letter C, revolution. Letter D, tilt on its axis. The correct answer is letter D, tilt on its axis. Number 5. Which of the following describes Earth's motion? 1. The Earth is moving from west to east. 2. The Earth rotates on its own axis in 24 hours or 1 day. 3. Earth's revolution and tilt on its axis cause the 4 seasons. 4. The Earth's movement causes other planets move in the same direction. Letter A, statement 1 and 2. Letter B, statements 1, 2, and 3. Letter C, statement 1 and 3. Or letter D, statements 1, 2, 3, and 4. The correct answer is letter B, statements 1, 2, and 3. Did you get all the right answers, kids? Well, if you did, then spell this with me. P-E-R-F-E-C-T. Perfect! I hope that you have learned a lot from our lesson today. Please continue watching next week on our Science 6 episode, and let's learn more about the effects of the Earth's motion. It's been another day full of fun-filled discovery and learning. And as always, it is my privilege sharing these learnings with you. This has been Teacher Sari, your science teacher, in this episode. See you next time, kids. Goodbye, everyone.